수천년 민족의 수건을 이루어
A new submarine-launched ballistic missile unveiled at a military parade in Pyongyang, further evidence that North Korea continues to develop nuclear weapons and the missiles that could deliver them. This despite the Trump administration's focus on North Korea, which amounted to a most unusual 4-year diplomatic roller coaster ride. This was September 2017 at the UN General Assembly.
The United States has great strength and patience, but if it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea.
Yet only 9 months later, all had changed. A historic meeting in Singapore between Trump and Kim Jong-un after a thaw mainly engineered by South Korea. There was a clear rapport between the two leaders,
And we have developed a very special bond.
which led to a second meeting. In 2019 in Hanoi, though, the US wouldn't give ground on sanctions
We're discussing everything.
and North Korea wouldn't agree to give up its nuclear arsenal. Despite this, Trump, while at the G20 summit in Japan later in the year, suggested on Twitter he took a detour on the way home. The two met again in the demilitarized zone, Trump becoming the first US president to set foot in North Korea. Experts believe after all that, the mercurial North Korean leader will be skeptical about future diplomacy.
I think he will be much more cautious going forward, which is not necessarily good for US DPRK negotiations. And I think, the price of everything has gone up as well because his skepticism that the relationship can actually change and that a different outcome is possible, the skepticism is starting to raise.
For the Biden administration, there are no easy answers on North Korea. They say they're going to work more closely with their allies in the region. That approach will help, but it doesn't solve the underlying problem, which is getting more acute by the day, and that's that North Korea, with time, is expanding its nuclear program. James Bays, Al Jazeera, Washington.